Cardi B and Hazel E got into it again, and Offset wants Cardi B's money in this divorce situation. So make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications, leave a comment below letting me know whose side you're on. Are you Team Cardi, Team Hazel, Team Offset, Team Nobody, Team Everybody? Maybe you're Team you or Team me. Let me know below. Maybe you're Team Moo, because a lot of y'all are cheap and a lot of y'all are broke, but that ain't none of my business. But let me ask y'all a question. Have you ever shopped on Temu? I mean, I just want to know for research purposes. And before I get to these stories, if you don't know what Temu is, TEMU, it's an application / website where you go to shop for made in China crap. And I heard the stuff on there is really, really cheap. And some people have had some really bad experiences, but that doesn't mean that that's going to be your experience if you shop there. Allegedly. Shout out to TMZ. They posted a couple of stories today, May 29th of 2025. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig into the Hazel E versus Cardi B drama. And I'm going to do this unedited. So if I mess up a lot, it's because I left myself unedited. I'm being real bold today. Anyways, here's what TMZ wrote. They say that Cardi B didn't take kindly to Hazel E's last interview on Wednesday. Hazel E claimed that Cardi B earned her Love and Hip Hop status and diamond plaques by sleeping her way to the top, all alleged. So Hazel E had an interview on the Shirley Temple podcast. She went on this rant about Cardi B's career, and well, they got into it in the DMs, you guys. Shout out to TMZ for catching this. Cardi B said, "Keep my name out of your effing mouth. You constantly got my name in your mouth, and I never spoke on you and disrespected you." Has she ever disrespected Hazel E or spoke about her? Somebody let me know in the comments so we can go ahead and make sure we correct that if that's not true. We don't know. Anyway, name who I effed for a track. I never effed no rapper nor music executive to be where I'm at. The only man in the industry I effed, I married. Is that true? I'm trying to remember her whole facts. Does anybody know whether or not Cardi B has ever slept with anybody in the industry? If she has, then make sure you say so in the comments. Anyway, I got picked by Mona Scott herself to be on Love and Hip Hop. Not my coochie. You a weirdo who feels a certain way over a kid's birthday party that you think that I copied. Okay, so she's talking about back a few years or so ago when Hazel E had a birthday party for Ava Dior, and then Cardi B had her party for Culture. And the rumor, well, Hazel E feels as if Cardi B copied her daughter's birthday party for Cardi B's daughter. Okay, so yeah, this is partially about a kid's birthday party. I think it also has something to do, allegedly, with Hazel E being friends with Tasha K. So, you know, she happens to be a friend of the op. So I think that has something to do with it too, allegedly. But I just figured I would mention that to you guys. Yes, this is partially about a kid's birthday party. Part of the animosity. I know it sounds crazy. Remember, these are two Love and Hip Hop chicks, two beautiful women with big booties, two beautiful exotic women from Love and Hip Hop. And you know that they fight over nothing. Anyway, you feel a certain way over a kid's birthday party. You think I copied your miserable A word. B. I'm just going to start saying the words. It's going to be so much easier to read this if I just curse. Okay, guys? Miserable ass bitch. The fact I asked my surgeon to help you when you almost died in Turkey. I see why I guess I see why fuck shit happens to you. She said, I see why I fuck shit. Cardi, like, proofread, babe. Proofread. Anyways, you're evil and weird. You hate on people that you never meant and never. What the hell? Or as that corny rapper said, what the helly? You never meant and I never shit to you. What? Oh, I guess she means she never did shit to her. Anyway, I can't only imagine what you do to people close. I guess she means people who are close to you. Anyways, Kaiser didn't have nothing to do with me in the beginning of my career. They didn't start coming around until after Bodak Yellow, her first hit single, went #1. I got invited by Remy Ma herself, just like Young Ma. I told you Remy Ma and Young Ma are related, right? They both got the same last name. Anyways, just like Young Ma, who was friends with Old Girl. Who is Old Girl? Is Old Girl another rapper? Somebody please let me know in the comment section, okay? I don't know who Old Girl is, okay? She didn't know nothing about that either. Bitch, you sound like a fan. Boring. Just repeating everything you see online. You have all that And yet you're still miserable hating on women who haven't. What the fuck? Okay. You still miserable hating on women who haven't did nothing to you a day in your life. Like, please go on with yourself. This shit is dumb. And then Hazel E said back to her, allegedly, I'm a fan and you are the downfall of yet another black man. What black man is Cardi B the downfall of? Is she a Kardashian, allegedly? No, I'm just kidding. They say that the Kardashians are the downfall of all types of people, but of course they're not. I'm just being silly. And Cardi B said, well, she asked a good question. What downfall of another black man? My baby's father has his own successful career and my new ninja is still in the league, referring to the NBA, and finna have a great year. So who's failing? Well, according to the internet rumors, they say that the elephant in the room is pink, and they say that that pink elephant is somewhere lodged in his nostrils, allegedly. That's what they say. And they say that Cardi B may have had a whiff too, if you get my drift. Now, that's what they say. You know, I'm not saying that that's true. I'm just saying that that's what they're saying on the internet. OK, anyway, so the TMZ story goes on to say that they were told by production sources the episode was shot in March, referring to the interview with Hazel E. And Hazel has some tequila to drink on the set, which may have contributed to her saucy jabs at Cardi. So, blame it on the alcohol. Look at y'all teams. Y'all ain't shit. Anyways, according to Hazel, Cardi B allowed herself to be pimped out by the industry, going from, quote, hood rat to a 3-kid marriage with Offset, stalling out on releasing music. Jesus Christ, Hazel, you went the end, didn't you? Hazel E's my baby, but chill. This is getting really crazy. So before I get into the Cardi B and Offset divorce drama, let me say this. So TMZ mentioned this as well. There was an interview with the dude named Rockstar. Rockstar is the music producer who worked with Chris Lightbrown, among others. Now, Rockstar has said that he thinks that Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which was the city that he was on, should come back. But, you know, he wants to make sure that the money is right because Rockstar does not play about his money. You know, he has the whole Rockstar Wireless thing that Tasha K promotes a lot. He has the Trinity Social thing. That's the application. It's kind of like a Twitter or something like that. It's like a social media platform. And like I said, Rockstar Wireless. So he has his own basically cellular phone company. So you don't have to use, you know, one of those companies that's from the mainstream. You can actually use his black owned company, from what I understand, and everything, for anybody who's interested. And it's called Rockstar Wireless. And no, I'm not getting paid to say that. I just like this guy. He's an entrepreneur and I just love what he's doing out here. So I'm just doing this for love. OK, and to inform the public. So here's the thing, right? What do you guys think about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood coming back? For those that don't know, I always said that was the best one. And I always said that they had the most beautiful women in reality TV history on that show. Their cast was phenomenal. It was just goddesses. Like Tiffany Campbell and LaBrittany Franklin, Princess Love. I mean, a man had to cast that. They had a straight man working on the staff when they cast that one, because that was crazy. I mean, anyways, let me stop. What was I supposed to be talking about again? Oh yeah, if you want to see Love and Hip Hop Hollywood come back, say bring back Hollywood in the comment section. If you want to see Love and Hip Hop New York come back, say bring back New York. If you want to see just all of them be on TV at the same time, say show them all. That'll let me know you want all the cities. You want all of the juiciness. You want Remy and Papoose back in New York on there, you know, with Clarissa Shields and Remy Ma throwing drinks on each other and Clarissa taking off the gloves. And anyways, you know, like I said, when it comes to the Remy Ma and Easy to Block Captain thing, they can't whoop Papoose and Remy. So Remy has to go on live and crash out, because what are they going to do? Run up on them and run up and get done up. You know what I mean? Papoose and Clarissa Shields, boy, they would do them. They would do them greasy. It would be wrong. So anyways, let me go ahead and tell y'all what happened with the Offset thing with the spousal support thing. TMZ posted a story today. Offset forgot Bodak Yellow. I'm only interested in green. Asks for spousal support and Cardi B divorce. Do you guys support a man getting spousal support? Do you think that this is okay for him to do that? If you think it's okay, say it's okay. And if you think that Offset has no right asking for spousal support, say heck no. Maybe you're against a man getting that, but I need to know everybody's opinion. I know this is a controversial subject. We got to talk about it. Something else. Oh, I got to just leave separate answers to these questions, guys. You can leave a separate comment. It's free and it's cheap, and it doesn't take long. Well, I mean, free and it doesn't take long to leave multiple comments. But and if you just say hi, I'm going to respond to everybody. But anyways, here's the thing, right? So I got to ask you guys this: if you want me to talk about the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation and the new evidence that came up, say talk about it. If you don't want me to talk about it, say shut up. Now, I'm going to think you're being rude, and I'm going to cuss you out, but let's go ahead and talk about it. Anyway, so TMZ says Offset is not willing to give up his bad and bougie lifestyle, and he's asking the court to ensure his estranged wife, Cardi B, helps him maintain it. Sound like a prima donna, Offset. You ain't nothing for this. Anyways, they said that he filed an amended divorce response earlier this month, so May of 2025. So this is very recent news. And he's asking for Cardi B to pay spousal support. And he doesn't specify a specific amount. So it looks like they're going to have to go through her records to see what she's making to figure out what he could potentially get, allegedly. And I don't know if they had joint accounts or not. But anyways, here's what the article goes on. I always thought that they're divorcing the side guy thing. I always thought that this is fake, but I'm starting to think that maybe they really are getting a divorce finally. Who do you think is going to get a divorce first? Cardi B and Offset or Ray J and Princess Love? Because both of these love and hip hop couples go back and forth with this whole divorce situation. Who do you think will get divorced first? Say Cardi first or Princess first? Okay, let's talk about that because this is interesting. And they say that, oh my Lord, they said that the request looks relatively unchanged because Offset is still asking for joint custody of their children. And he wants Cardi B's place to serve as the primary residence for the kids. So is he trying to keep the house, or is he saying that he wants her to stay in that house with the kids? And it says that, let me see, Cardi B blasts the reports that Offset didn't support her or the kids, ripping critics who tried to label him a deadbeat. Wait a second. Okay, so this is before previously. So she was saying that Offset was doing the right thing. And then it says, however, the two have certainly had more than their fair share of fights on social media. Cardi B said she didn't care if Offset got hit by an effing truck. So this divorce hasn't been totally amicable. But here's the thing. Why are you wishing death on your baby daddy, allegedly? The father of your children. Your husband. Because legally they're still married. These hoes ain't loyal. Anyways, they said that Offset filed for joint custody of their kids and he wants them to pay their own legal fees. So at least the money seemed like it was working out fine. And they said that Cardi B reportedly is worth somewhere between $80 and $100 million. And Offset is reportedly worth closer to $30 million. So they said that he could use the extra scratch, allegedly. And let me see. They say clearly that ain't the case. So we'll have to wait to see how she's got to pay up. Here's the thing, though. If you have $30 million, why on the earth would you, whether you're male or female, why would you ask this other person who's also rich for anything? That's just being greedy. That's just being disgusting. And I mean, if this is true, if Offset is really worth $30 million or anything close to that, and you're asking Stinkfoot B for some money, you ain't nothing, Offset. You ain't about shit. And you know what? Listen. Who do you think should have the kids? You think Cardi B should have the kids, Offset, or maybe one of the grandmothers or something? Who do you think should raise? How about Hennessy? Hey, listen, I always had that theory that Hennessy, because listen, I know I brought this up before, but I'll bring it up again. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications as I wrap this up. I had always thought that possibly, allegedly, and maybe Hennessy Carolina had the babies for Cardi. Because if you paid attention, right around the time that the baby started popping up, Hennessy's butt started blowing up like a balloon. Like her butt cheeks looked like balloons. They just both started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. As more babies came, the butt just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, wait a minute. Is Hennessy carrying these babies for Cardi behind the scenes? Because Hennessy always disappears when Cardi B has a baby and her butt always gets bigger. So I said, maybe allegedly Hennessy's having these babies for Cardi. And then that helps to keep Cardi's baby in shape. And then all of the weight goes straight to Henny's butt. And I think that also her butt produces breast milk, allegedly. That's what I think. But anyways, maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So let me know what you guys' opinion is about all of this. Do you think that Cardi B should be paying child support, spousal support, any support? Do you think that actually spousal support, child support, those are two different things? And I just realized something. Offset didn't say anything about child support allegedly. So does he want spousal support, but he wants her to have the kids? Like, hey, you stay in the house, in this big old house that we used to have together with all this fly stuff here, and you keep the kids, but pay me to go do my thing and go. I can go like have other women or whatever. Is that what this fool was saying? Because if so, that sounds like a deal upon a deal upon a deal, doesn't it? I mean, I would think that Offset wouldn't be that much of a piece of crap, but it is Offset we're talking about here. You never know. Anyway, I think there are two ain't shit people who deserve each other. And speaking of ain't shit people who deserve each other, I've been asking Cardi B for a long time now, and she has not done it yet, and I don't know why. I think that she's hating. But I asked Cardi B to hook me up with her sister, Hennessy Carolina, and she won't do it. Now, I know Hennessy allegedly has a man, but what does her man have to do with me? Just like the song used to go back in the days. Anyway, let me know you made it until the end of the video. The secret password to say in the comment section is too much. Why too much? Cardi B's too much. Hazel E's too much. Love both of you ladies. Just saying that y'all be doing too much out here. What y'all need to do is get that Diddy baby oil and wrestle in it for us. Butt naked or at least in bikinis. And a lot of y'all didn't peep something too. But yeah. Let me say this first. Okay. Secret password is too much. Okay. Now, make sure y'all click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. Become a channel member. Send me a donation by clicking super thanks. If not, just say hi. That'll be good enough. But here's the deal though. Not the dildo, the deal though. The reason why I say too much is because they're doing too much. Hennessy's too much. She has nothing to do with this video other than the fact I love her. And that's it. And she loves her fans. At least I think she does. So I know that she loves me too. In my head. And Offset is doing too much too. And Hennessy, I'm not going to do you the way that Offset did your sister. And the way she did him, honestly. You see how she just moved on and she's over there on boats and stuff. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about it below. If you're wondering whether or not I have better content coming, yes, I do. Okay. I disappeared for a few days and I had to make this video before I get back into the swing. Okay. But I got you. Stay patient. I'll be back with much better stuff. You'll see what I mean.